And action.
Hey everybody.
Hey everyone. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And we're doing another Roasters Notes video for you today. Today's coffee that we're going to be tasting and giving you our thoughts on is the bag you just saw in front of Tim's face. The coffee from Carmela Aduviri. So that was also called the Carmelita. That's the name of her farm. So they're the same coffee if people have wondered are they or not. But yeah, we changed what we put on the bag there. Yeah, so now I'm happy to talk about flavor notes, but between the two of us, in terms of talking about the farm and Carmela herself, Tim's probably a better place to do that because he's been there and met her and her family. So yeah, do you want to start with tasting notes or stories from the farm?
Yeah, well, let's start with tasting notes. They are always delicious coffees.
Yeah. So Carmela's coffee is hands down our most popular coffee every year. We've been buying from Carmela through Melbourne Coffee Merchants for like 5 years or something, I think. Quite a while. And it's just consistently the most popular. And it's because it's so sweet, so complex. But heads up, it is probably the funkiest coffee that we have on our list at any point usually. I don't think there's any coffees this year we've had. The Riverdale's close. If you like the Riverdale, you'll love this. But yeah, it is. It's got a lot of fermentation flavors. It's naturally processed. But yeah, so heaps of like macerated strawberries, like strawberry jam, and not like an unripe strawberry, like really jammy. Then there's some kind of boozy notes in there as well. I get a lot of sherry, or if you don't drink sherry, then just think like winey, like red wine. Tim?
Yeah, I think this year it's a lot more funky and winey than last year. So similar to the Riverdale, you get that very natural fermentation flavour. But for me, it's actually coming across more like chocolate truffles. And totally on the strawberries. That kind of sweet, juicy, but still a little bit tart. Kind of almost get some mandarin and orange blossom, like really light floral tones, but
there's some
mainly
florals today,
so juicy and sweet.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that's fantastic about this coffee, because even though it has a lot of those heavier, kind of richer flavors, it still has enough acidity to kind of bring those up and make them juicy. A lot of the times with heavily fermented coffees, you could get maybe like too sweet and too thick, whereas this is still like super vibrant and refreshing because it's got that acidity. But yeah, Tim, what was it like being in Bolivia?
Pretty wild, actually. Super amazing to see where the coffee actually comes from, meet the people who are producing it, and the farms. Some of them were just such a steep slope, and Carmela was, I think, maybe 65 when I visited, like reasonably getting on in years, and she just happily trotted up the hill and showed us every tree on the farm. And I think the testament to quality is she goes around every day and visits every tree on the farm, and
which is a lot. It's a lot of trees.
Yeah, it's 4 hectares of farm, so it's quite, I mean, it's a small in terms of some farms, but it is pretty standard size in Bolivia. Very tropical, just near the Amazon. Some of Bolivia sort of crosses over just into the edge of the Amazon, but this coffee is actually on the slopes of the Andes. And the peak of the Andes is pretty cold and snowy, and just getting around that area was really intense. They have these tiny little cars packed full of coffee going on every road here and there, trying to get from the producers to the mill, and then trying to get around to see everyone. You had to get this full drive and just kind of drive up big muddy slopes everywhere. But it was super amazing being able to meet her and all of her family. They all have separate farms, but they all help each other out. And then the mill owners, the Rodriguez family, they really help all of the producers in the area to improve the quality of their coffee and to get everything ready for export. And it's a really lovely community vibe. Obviously it's all based on a business, but everyone really treats each other well, and farmers next to each other kind of go across and help each other out when the day's needed, and help each other with food when that's required.
Anyway, these are meant to be relatively short videos, so we might wrap it up here. But hopefully that insight from Tim will, improves your experience of drinking this coffee. It doesn't need it because this coffee speaks for itself. You can taste all that hard work. You can taste the love that went into this coffee. It's just so intense and vibrant and complex. Again, if you're into the funkier coffees, even if you're not, if you give it a shot, try it anyway, expand your horizons. But if you are, then you're gonna regret not buying this before we run out. Absolutely amazing. As always, yeah, year on year it gets better and better. I can't wait to see what comes out next harvest as well. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye. I might need a booster seat.
I think we can do